Anything you hated as a kid but love as an adult? That's a good question. I feel like I always loved a lot of the things that I love now. What's actually changed? I don't know. I kind of always loved everything, and then I have a few foods that I don't like. I'm picky with some stuff, but I never liked those, you know? You know what? I always loved broccoli. I always loved cauliflower, but there are a lot of related vegetables that I didn't love as a kid, and I think Brussels sprouts are one of those. I think they're incredible now. I think they're incredible, but yeah, at the time, fuck that. Yeah. You said avocados? Hated them then, hate them now. I'm sorry. I do not like avocados. I can't do it. They taste like creamy nothing, but a little off. Just a little something, and whatever that little something is, I don't like it. Yeah, I think they're gross. Texture and flavor. I'm good. Ooh, you said coconut. Personally hated as a kid, love it now. I can't do coconut. I think I'm mildly allergic. I'll still have it anyway. But I'm mildly allergic, so I get like a little itchy around the lips, around the mouth and stuff. So I try to avoid it if I can. I don't love it to begin with, but I don't hate it. I still have cocoa bread all the time. I won't stop. But if I have like fresh, it kind of gets me. Ooh, you hated blueberries as a tiny child? Yeah, you know, I actually hated berries too. That's a good one. I hated those. Now, much better with it. Much better with it. What is this comment? So much of this is Anglo cooking, being with boiling rather than actually using oil. Boiling something versus using oil is so much healthier for you, number one. Number two, there's a lot of oil used in Western cooking as well. It's both. Number three, Anglo cooking. Anglo cooking, huh? I'm gonna remember that. You said that. You said I stand by it. I don't think you've had enough of it. I think you're factually wrong, but you probably haven't experienced enough Western cooking. Liver, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, ranch. Okay, liver is something I never liked, never will. And I like a lot of organ meats and things. I like a lot of gamey meats. I like a lot of like I eat every part of the animal, whatever. Liver though, I can't do it. I cannot do it. Used to hate collard greens. They're so good. I understand not liking them as a kid. I think that's pretty common though. Remember being told boiling cooks all the nutrients out of food, but I don't know if that's true. It depends on how much. If you boil the out of them, eventually a lot of the goodness does leach out of it into the water, but you either use it for broth or something, or you just don't. People just overboil. That's the problem. Boiling is really good, but you have to treat it like you're kind of blanching it. Like you just get it cooked and then take it out. The problem is people boil things for way too long and overcook them. And that's when it's like a real problem, you know? You hated mac and cheese as a kid? Oh my God. Oh my God, I used to hate eggs growing up. Oh, I always loved eggs. I used to like soft-boiled eggs. I used to like having the yolk separately. Now I hate it. I don't know why. I just cannot stand it. I always scramble them. I keep the egg and yolk together. I don't eat the yolk separately. For whatever reason nowadays, it started to bother me at some point. I don't know why. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. So I always scramble or combine them in some way. What I used to do is I used to make soft-boiled eggs, throw them in like a big mug, and I would just like have toast on the side and just shove it in there. I like season the eggs and I just smash the toast into it and just pull it out like a spoon and eat it. I used to do that. That's how my dad eats eggs. He always did that. He'd like take a fork and like break them up just a little bit and then just like shove the toast in there and eat it. I used to do the same thing. Nowadays, I don't know why. I don't know why I hate the separate yolk. I just hate it. I hated cantaloupe as a kid, but love it as an adult. You think the people who offered it to you as a child weren't getting good ripe cantaloupe. That actually is such a big thing, right? Of deciding whether or not you like a food. A lot of the time people will be like, oh, here's this thing. And you just don't realize that you have a version of it. A lot of fruits and vegetables not properly ripened. Just a variety of it that you don't like. A lot of meats not properly cooked. You know how many people I know that are like, I never was really into steak, but they were just eating steak because so few people know how to make good steaks. They think they know, but they don't. They do a job at a lot of restaurants. A lot of steakhouses just do a job, man. So bad. You thought you were a picky eater growing up, but your parents were just terrible cooks. Yeah, it really affects it. It really, really affects it. It's rough, man. My mom has a few things that she can cook really well, and then a lot of stuff where she lacks fundamentals. So there are a lot of foods and things that I thought I didn't like. Same thing. I thought I didn't like them. Turns out she just didn't know how to cook them. So pretty young, I realized this was the case. Ate at some friends' houses, whatever, and some of their parents were like, no, you cook this thing like this. My grandmother was a good cook, okay, but my mother just didn't absorb that for whatever reason. So I learned from a lot of older family members and then friends and just I would watch shows, you know, The French Chef. I would watch these things and try to learn fundamentals, and that helped a lot. So I started making a lot of my own food, and I'd be like, sit down and relax, Mom. I'll cook today. And she'd be like, oh, that's so nice of you. And I'd be like, yeah, I just don't want to eat shitty steak that I can't stand because you want to broil it. Imagine someone taking a cheap cut of beef, deciding it's going to be a steak, and just broiling it every time. That's what she would do. She would just broil it. And I'm like, what? And she'd be like, it sears the outside. Yeah, it sears the inside too. Okay. Like, I would be like, do this in a pan. And she'd be like, I'm just going to broil it because I don't want to deal with the grease popping everywhere. I don't want to clean it. And I'm like, yo, I don't want to eat it.